Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's so good to have you guys here, and I have been really enjoying being on YouTube. I literally feel like myself, so thank you so much for receiving me. So today's look, I'm going to be doing drugstore makeup, so a full face, get that filtered look with products that you don't need to spend a fortune on, and that you can really achieve that beautiful flawless look but without, breaking the bank. I've picked pieces that are some of my favorites, and some of them I haven't actually ever used. I've just seen so much about them. For example, like the e.l.f. blusher, which is the cream blush, but I can't wait to use it, and I've picked a color that I think is so me and really beautiful. So yeah, I'm really excited to get into this. Drugstore makeup has become so incredible. The quality of it is actually amazing, and when you find certain products, I mean, for me, for example, the L'Oreal True Match Nude, this product, if you look at my other platforms, you will see I use this in nearly so many videos, really organically. It's a product that I take with me when I'm on holiday. I absolutely love this. Don't judge me, it is a bit darker than my skin tone, but I really like the way that it blends in because it is a plumping tinted serum, so it really does just like melt into the skin. And these concealers I also absolutely love, but we'll get into that. I'm running ahead of myself. First things first, I'm going to jump in with, and I grabbed a face SPF. That's, again, really, all these products are really reasonably priced. This is by Bondi Sands, and it's the face SPF 50. I'm going to use it as moisturizer, SPF, and primer. One thing about me is I don't necessarily use primers religiously. I sometimes feel if the foundation is a product that grips well directly onto the skin, I don't like creating a film that I feel sometimes can be a bit of a barrier between the foundation and the actual skin. So then it will get a bit bitty. So I try to avoid that, especially with clients. I don't like over layering when it comes to moisturizers, primers. You don't know how someone's skin is, and less is definitely more. You know what? That doesn't have a scent to it. Sometimes when you're applying SPF and it smells too much like holiday, you feel like you want to take it off your skin rather than put makeup over it. Doesn't feel too sticky either. Feels really nice. Very glowy as well. Next, I'm going to go in with True Match Nude Plumping Tinted Serum. So this one is shade 5, 6 medium tan. You'll see I use it a lot. I love it. Like, I finished bottles of these. I literally just purchased a brand new one for this video. I roll it because it's got a lot of product in the hopes that it doesn't go everywhere. Guys, the irony, I'm doing a drugstore makeup haul whilst using a YSL mirror. Stunning. This is the look. Because it's tinted serum, it really does just move so easily. And I'm just going to go in with my base brush and pat it in. Can you see how that just like melts into the skin and looks really natural? So even though it looks a lot darker, I think that I get away with it. That's what I tell myself. But I just love it so much. Just like that it's so fluid and it just moves, but it's not wet at all. This is another thing about this base. I can get really shiny as the day goes on. It's like it's got a real satin finish to it, and that satin kind of texture leaves you looking the right amount of glowy as the day goes on. Next, I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour More Than Concealer. They are not playing when they say long wear. You have to use this so quickly. So I'm actually going to do one eye at a time, because where I know that this sets fast, I don't want to risk it. But it's the coverage is like crazy, so good. So I'm just going to do one side and then I'm going to blend that in. I'm using shade Cashew. They're really nice as well because they brighten at the same time, these concealers. And I don't find that they crease, which is great. See the difference, how this like lifts now. It is definitely the kind of concealer that fills. What do you think of that, guys? So we've just used our tinted serum and concealer. Do you know as well, there's a trick when you end up highlighting and concealing under your eyes, it automatically starts to bring your cheeks in without even using a contour. I also grabbed the shade Honey, and this is for me to contour with. You don't have to do this, but it's amazing as a contour. I mean, it looks so structured because when I say it doesn't move, so again, I'm going to do one side at a time. And I'm just using a bit because a little does go a long way. Let's just pull out there. I'm going to use my diffuser. And this is just going to blend that out. I'm just going to get close so I can show you how it just does it seamless. And also pull that up near the eye. I really love a bit of jawbone contouring. Okay. And the hairline. And if you feel like you've gone a bit too low here and brought it down too much, just grab your beauty blender and blend it a bit higher just so you get it right in the cheekbone. Can you see that shape? I'm just going to use my nose shadow brush and just contour that down there. I want you guys to really see, and I'm only using a bit because as you can see, it really does blend out and have a lot of product. That's another thing, these last you for so long. So I'm just blending. And I kind of like use patting motions just to leave it without any edges. That was a good one, that one. Don't need to fix that one with a beauty blender. And the jaw. Yeah, so please use these quickly because once they dry, they're not the most forgiving. You're just kind of using it to lift. We'll do the same with the nose. So as you can see, it's just so easy when you've got the right tools to just bring that contour down. This is what I was excited about, the e.l.f. So this is the Camo Liquid Blush and I've gone for the shade Dusty Rose. It looks like such a pretty colour. I don't know how pigmented these are, so instead of risking it on my face, I'm going to just pop a bit on the back of my hand, rub it in and see what we're dealing with. Okay, not too pigmented, as in it's not like the Rare Beauty blushes that literally go so bright. Oh, this is such a pretty colour. Okay. Just popped a bit on my nose as well because I want it to look a bit like a cute look. And I'm using my brush in Keep Blushing. And I'm just going to pull that out a bit under the eyes, blending, blending. Wow, I love that colour. Woo! That is a beautiful shade. Wow. And they feel so nice on the skin. That's such a nice colour. I didn't expect it to be, from looking at it in the packaging, I didn't expect it to have such a pop of colour. I thought it was going to be slightly more muted, but it's a really nice kind of pastel-y dusty rose. And a lot of warmth in there, so I love that. Doesn't blush just bring the look to life? Powder. So I got this one from Revolution, and they've got lots of different tones actually. So they have banana, banana deep, banana light. They've got like other shades that are slightly more pinky. The only thing that I find about this is the packaging when taking out the product is a bit iffy. So I'm going to pour it into the lid. Like so. Pick some up with my baker, and I'm just gonna bake under the eyes because I really want to see how this powder bakes, because it does say no flashback on the packaging. We love to see it. So, and I want you guys to have drugstore makeup that makes you look like a filter without filters. I have been a makeup artist for 16 years. I do lots of bridal, I do lots of events, I work with brands, doing a bit of content, advertisement. Makeup is my passion. I absolutely love it. 16 years later and I still love it. I'm always learning. You can never, ever, ever know too much. I love seeing what's trending. Doesn't mean if it's trending I go with it, but I really like to see what's hot, what's not, what the new techniques are. Yeah, just learning, you know. And I actually don't think I'm looking into the camera, but I'm really sorry about that. I'm going to go in with the brows. I've got a feeling I picked a shade that's too dark because I don't actually like my brows too dark. But this is by makeup artist MUA Makeup Academy. And the shade that I'm using is dark brown. Oh, that scares me. It has a spoolie on the end, which is great. So I'm going to be really, really gentle with this. I don't ever really like doing too much to them. Maybe just adding, I've got like a gap there. So I'll go in there just to fill that gap and bring it around just to add a little bit of definition. Really nice pencil, really nice. Feels, you know, some pencils you feel like you don't have control over. This one you feel like you do have control over. And remember, if you do go too heavy, just use your spoolie and brush the product out and it will just soften it completely. I'm going to move on to eyes, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Infallible L'Oreal 24-hour bronzer, and I'm just going to use that on my eyes, literally as a bit of a bronzer. Just to add something. And where we poured out that contour before, I'm just going to repeat that. One of the most pigmented bronzers I've actually used. And I'm just going to bring that down. So we got a nice little bit of the contour going on in the nose. Let's remove this. I can't remember how good this powder was, so let's remove and see what we are working with. Nice. It really brightens actually. And can you see? And it really smooths. Before I apply powder bronzer, I'm just going to set over these areas so it doesn't go all patchy. Guys, I might put a bit more blush on just because I love it. And if you like that creamy, dewy look, it's always nice to go over the makeup once you've finished with a little bit, just to bring that skin to life again. I'm just going to use the L'Oreal Infallible bronzer that I used on my eyes to create a nice bit of dimension to the face now. This bronzer, just bear in mind, it does set really fast because it is a long wear one. So you want to work with it really fast, but it's such a beautiful bronzer. Warms the face up. Amazing. I really get in there with the forehead because I want it to look naturally sun-kissed. I am going to go back with a bit of the cream blusher. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the back of my hand and I'm going to pick it up that way, because if I put it straight on the face, I'm worried that it will pick product up. So I'm just going to pick it up with my blusher brush and I'm going to really buffer it into the brush before I pat it onto my skin. Yeah, love it. And that way you will avoid getting any product picking up. If you can see, it's just adding that luminosity back to the skin, but also a bit more colour. And I'm going to put a bit on the nose. With my beauty blender, I'm just going to go in the centre of the face just to open that up and give a little bit of a blend. That is, honestly, that is such a nice glow. Like, wow. What a colour. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Panorama and I'm using the brown one for my bottom lashes. It's a really dark brown, so it almost looks like brown black. And it really separates the lashes, so it's amazing if you want that separated lash look. Loves it. Now let's finish with lips, which bring everything together, as we know. Studio London, and it's the shade Self Love Nude. It's got a slight, it almost has a slight dusty rose to it too, so it kind of be like a cohesive look with the blush. That's such a nice colour. Impressed with the formula. Wow. It feels like if you've used the Makeup Forever lip liners, feels really similar. And this is $3.99. I actually got two shades. I also grabbed Superior Latte. I might just blend a bit of that in just to see the colour. This one's a bit lighter. Oh, but together that looks so nice. It's a really nice lip. Formula wise and texture, it's actually beautiful. I'm now going to go in with the Vinyl Maybelline, and this is the Superstay Vinyl Ink. I've gone for the shade Peachy because again it all looks really monochromatic, and I'm only going to put a tiny bit in the center. I have tried and tested, these do not move. When you apply this to your lip, it is staying put, which is great because what I also feel like it does is keeps your lip liner in place too, because you almost apply it over your lip liner, and because this has a hold, it holds the lip liner in place. I think that's a really nice put together look. I did get a gloss because I love gloss. So I got the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss. It's all glittery and shiny. And this is in the shade, I think, Sugar. Ooh. That is stunning. Wow, it has tiny, tiny particles of pink reflex glitter. I really, really feel like we have got some great bits here. I am gonna tag and list all the products I've used. I do have one more that I would like to use, and it's the L'Oreal Perfect Slim eyeliner. I use this in the black, so I thought I'd get it in the brown. You don't want to do a flick, you want to keep it really natural. What I usually do, I bring the eyeliner just on the inner corner, like that. So it automatically like kind of gives the eye some shape and opens it up. These are my little tips and tricks that I find work. And I do the same on the other side. I just feel like it kind of just frames the eye, so you get a bit more definition. Oh, this gloss is plumping. My lips are burning. So this is the final look, guys. I absolutely love how it came out. I really, really like how my skin looks. It looks really glowy, dewy, it looks alive, but yeah, it still looks really flawless. And remember, on camera, things pick up that don't in person. Always prefer my makeup in person. So the fact that it picks up on camera so well is such a good thing as well. I love it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and let me know if there's any drugstore brands that I need to try that you recommend, and if there's any brands in particular that you want me to try as well, because I am here at your service. But I love having you guys here with me. I love being on YouTube. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and turn notifications on, and see you in the next video. Mwah.